Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just come down to XRP. Once again, thank you for support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. So I've gone through this scenario with you many times before. You know, you got this huge bear market. Look at that, massive bear market, you know, that lost these lows, come all the way down, horrible, heinous correction, over 90%, wasn't it? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 96%. Then what we've done, we're pretty much doing what we've done now. You know, I've not got a crystal ball, but I've gone through this with you so many times. Impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, coiled up, boom, 3, 4, 5. Huge impulsive move for XRP, okay? You know, even this, everyone thought this is some kind of bear market, but all it was a corrective phase of a bull market. It was opportunity, because at this point you never lost this low. You retrace, boom, broke out, okay? So there is something that's playing out very similar at the moment. We've got this big bear market, like I said to you, which is potentially this leg. Then we've got this impulsive wave 1, which is potentially this leg. Then we've had this big corrective wave 2, which is potentially this leg right now. And right now, you know, you're on the cusp of coiling up, consolidation, boom, breakout, coil up, consolidation, breakout. So one thing we need to see going forward here for XRP, obviously, is the most important thing. It's the most important thing going forward is this low. You see this low that we put in here, because that met all our targets. It met the 1414 fib as well, which was the same technical target that we met down here on this correction. Let me show you right now for those that are new to the channel. So this is why I was anticipating that this was a low, coupled with many other indicators in the charts, the RSI, you know, the weekly Gaussian channel, the EMA is piercing it as well, you know. So this was an optimal entry point, like I said to you, by the blood, by the fear, you know. It's doing everything it's done before that it did in this cycle. And if you start to come up and take out this white line here, you know, for me, you're confirming a break. It doesn't mean you're going to take off into space. It could do, but for me, you want to build a foundation down here on this low, okay, from which you've come down. If you can build a foundation down here over a few months here, like you did here, breaking up into resistance, coil up, you're going to get something like that down the line, which is a big break, okay, for XRP. Again, no guarantees. This is just a potential scenario I'm looking at. You know, to negate all this right now, it's really important that we don't lose that low. Because if we lose that low, we're not in the same structure, in the same cycle that we have been off the bear market lows, basically. Do you understand? So in my opinion, what we've got is a beautiful impulsive wave 1. This has been a massive corrective wave 2 that's doing everything to say it's done and finished and complete. But what we need to see going forward is the structure. Do you understand? So if we can start to carve it out like we did here, where we could close above this white line. So if we close above this white line, you know, this month over the next few months, I would begin to say, okay, well, yeah, we are really confirming the bottom down here for XRP, because we're breaking resistance, and this is what it's all about. You know, I don't necessarily think we'll do something like that. It could be completely wrong. There could be a catalyst from the SEC or anything like that. This could actually be breaking out a lot sooner than we anticipate. But what I would like to see down here is just hold this low. It's really paramount we hold this low, okay? So I know a lot of people, perma bears and people like that, they're saying we are going to lose that low. Obviously we can do, anything can happen, but for me this low is really important for any kind of impulse, short-term impulse move, you know, in 2023, which is what I've been anticipating, that, you know, we've got this impulsive move, corrective move, impulsive move for XRP, you know. And you have to ask yourself, why is XRP breaking out against Bitcoin? Why is it doing really well against any other coin? Because it's on the cusp of something, isn't it? You know, and the charts are the things that tell you your news, not the news. Do you understand? So there's something going on with XRP, because it is coming up into resistance. Again, granted, you know, you could run into resistance and roll and take out that low. If you do, you're going to come down, but there's something bubbling here, and a lot of the whales know it, because they're converting the XRP, Bitcoin to XRP. That's why you're seeing it break out against Bitcoin. So it's almost like it's at this point here where it's running to resistance, coiling up, and then it's going to get a move like that, which will be absolutely amazing for the XRP community that have been hanging on for dear life for so long. You know, to negate all this, I would seriously think about your position in crypto or XRP if we do one thing, and it's if we lose this low right now. If we lose that low and we come down, I do think, you know, potentially we're not doing the same as what we've done before in the previous cycles, and we are looking at, you know, a continued downtrend here for XRP, one of which I can't really say where the bottom is other than a retracement to this low. Do you understand? You know, and it could get really nasty. Again, if you lose that, you're coming down there on these highs, and you got your 5 cent XRP token right there. But, you know, XRP, as anticipated, this was the bottom, and we did need to see a positive reaction off that bottom, and we are getting it. So we have to pay attention to the data, not emotion, and the data is telling us that XRP is bottomed, and it's trying to carve out the bottom and coming up the stairs, which is exactly what it's doing in the charts right now. So, you know, what we need to see going forward is the break of this white line, okay? Run into this is resistance, that's nominal. We failed to close above it. Don't be too worried, because you'll coil up under it and break it eventually. But, you know, do something like this. You got this resistance of this descending triangle, broke down at the technical target. You came down like this, coiled up, boom, came down. coil up, coil up, coil up, boom, you came down, okay, exactly the same. We've got the 1414 fib as well, which was a technical target from this high to this low. 1414 fib, look at that, held it like a boss just there. We've got the 1414 fib as well, which is something we're anticipating from this high to this low, and you can see holding it like a boss over a few months right here, and we're breaking out. So we're doing everything as anticipated, but what we do need to see going forward is the follow through and the structure by not losing this low. If we don't lose this low, the longer we go without losing that low, the more you increasing the probability of the fact that we are in this very similar cycle, and we're looking at a massive wave free here, you know. And I'm not one of these moon boys going to tell you that XRP is going to $500 and things like that, because it's all Fibonacci, you know. From here, if I was dropping the fibs on for you just there, I could say to you, look, you're looking at a minimal 1618. It really did get overextended to 2.272. I don't necessarily think we're going to go through something like that again, but minimal target off these lows, like I've said to you many times, would be if we start to come up, okay, I would be looking at around about $6.45 at an absolute minimal. You can see the 2.272 is all the way up there, $22 as well, you know. But who knows? No one knows. It's all a game of support and resistance. But right now we are kind of mirroring the previous cycle. We're coiling up, potentially got the bottom in here. If we can start to come up, carve this out over the next few months, like I said to you, you get a larger ascending triangle, you know, start to coil up under pressure. Price, you know, compression leads to expansion. If we can pop, you know, further down the line, fantastic. You know, you're going to start to come up and you're breaking out of this huge downwards channel that you've been in since April last year, which is personally where I think the top of that impulsive move was for Bitcoin as well. And Bitcoin's been in this large sort of irregular correction right there, coming back down, finding support. So we need to see the follow through. Lose this low down here at 28 cents. You know, the low we put in on June, I think it was 18th, wasn't it? Which we're anticipating. It's devastating. You know, and this scenario goes out the window, and it's not mirroring this previous cycle. And XRP could actually be in a world of trouble, basically. So you understand the update. You know, I always try and find your trades on a daily basis. At the minute, if we take a look at the daily, I think that, you know, it's looking pretty tasty. We might be in for a really green week here on XRP, and the reason is I'm going to show you, because we've got this ascending triangle. Like I said to you, I was looking for a retest of this 20, because look, support, but you can see it's so bullish that we actually got rejected off this neckline of this ascending triangle. We've come back and we found support on the 10, and right now we're closing above this level of resistance. So for me, this is kind of breaking out at the moment. Now, one thing we will need to see going forward is the break of this high. If we break this high, I think we're up there at 66 cents. I'm going to show you why, and that would be really impulsive off the lows. And for me, it would start to confirm that we are really bullish here. You know, there is an inverse correlation on DXY, which I've shown you as well, which is playing out to an absolute boss at the moment. So if we break this one fib at 0.5577, then I think you've got a beautiful little long in front of you, all the way up to the golden ratio, which is an 18% long opportunity for the CoinsKid community right there again. Again, all this can be traded on Bybit, BitGet. You know, take advantage of these trades, these swings, these opportunities. But right now, personally, I had a little short coming all the way down to the 20. I closed it on the 10 because it could see it was holding its support, and boom, you're coming up. So right now, I'm out of that short, and I'm still in my long from these lows, okay? So, you know, I wish you all luck. It's all tradable. You can go long, you can go short, you can do whatever you want. But right now, if you start to see XRP, take out the one fib at 0.5577. I think you're up on the 1618 at 66 cents. At that point, you know, you're breaking out of this white line. If you can stay up there, close up, you know, eventually we'll have a big correction. These things are always correct. I've shown you multiple times. If we do have that, it's going to be opportunity again, okay, down the road. Hope you enjoyed that little update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. And remember, I've not got a crystal ball, but learn to ride the waves with me, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.